We'd like to thank our friends at Bridgestone Tires for allowing us to get to know the New Orleans Saints better. You know, when you break down the all-time alphabet for the black and gold, it really rolls off the tongue. A, Anderson, Morton. B, Breeze, Drew. C, Colston, Marcus. D, well, come on, that's pretty easy too.
How you doing, man?
Deuce McAllister.
You ready to run some errands?
Absolutely. In this Errands episode, Deuce keeps us busy. We make a breakfast stop, take his son to basketball practice, and finish up by dropping him off at his radio show with the Cajun Cannon. But first, let's get to know the Saints' all-time leading rusher by going back to his roots. Everybody knows you as a football player, but football was really your first love, wasn't it, to some degree?
Football, the other football.
What kind of soccer player were you, like the bruising forward who scored a lot, or how did this work?
I was the bruising forward that scored a lot, and then as I matured a little bit and learned and understood the game, I became a sweeper.
If you wanted to pursue soccer, how far could you have gone?
I could have made it on the professional level as far as soccer is concerned.
When did you discover that, you know what, I'm good enough to be a pro athlete?
My 11th grade year,
Right.
I had within probably a 4-day span at least 5 or 6 different head coaches to come see me play. And the one that really blew me away was Lou Holtz.
Really?
Yeah. Lou Holtz didn't come and see me play football. Well, he did, but Lou Holtz came to scout me at a basketball game.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's when I really said, man, I may have a shot.
First errand, what are we taking care of there?
We're just getting some coffee. We're getting going. I have
It's early.
It's early.
Let's do it.
Grab a little breakfast sandwich.
I like it. You have a Deuce special there?
No, not really, but they know what it is. How you doing?
Toast, fried egg, bacon.
And sausage.
You should just name it the Deuce special. Yeah.
And I do the patty sausage, so
It's like verbatim, they got it down, huh?
that means you come in here a lot, right? While they do that, I have somewhere else to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just
An errand within an errand.
an errand within an errand.
Okay, let's do it.
I come here a lot.
All right.
They kind of allow it. Good morning.
Inside access with Deuce here. Here we go. Are you a morning person?
Yes and no.
Yeah?
No.
No? Thanks, man.
Thank you so much. All right.
That was an easy errand.
That was an easy errand.
Yeah. Oh, it's already ready.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my
They do an
gosh.
excellent job.
Where are we going next?
Next errand is dropping my son off at his basketball practice.
These are real errands. We're not making this stuff up, are we?
No, he has practice and I got to take him.
We got to go. Okay. Let's be honest though, when you were drafted, you didn't expect to go to the Saints. No. You know, they already had Ricky Williams. You guys are competitors. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't friendly.
Was not friendly. I was not expecting to go to the Saints. It was competitive. It was tough. I knew the situation with the Saints as far as Ricky, and I'm like, what do you need me for? You know, Ricky's he's a Heisman Trophy winner, and you just gave up 8 draft picks to be able to pick him. And so I'm thankful, I'm happy, but at the same time, you know, there's a part of me thinking, what are you doing? You know, you don't need another tailback.
It just seemed like in your time with the Saints, you always, you know, had to share it with the running back. When they drafted Reggie Bush, how surprised were you and how did you feel?
Upset, I was mad, but I had to turn a negative situation for myself personally into a positive because the 5 years prior to that in the NFL, I had not been in the playoffs. And that was one of my goals or accomplishments or things that I wanted to accomplish. The one thing I told myself after I got, you know, over the upset, I wasn't gonna treat Reggie like I got treated with Ricky. You know, I wanted him to come in, and obviously he had the talent that could help me get to where I wanted to go. So from that standpoint, I was not gonna allow, you know, Reggie to kind of not know stuff that I felt like that I didn't know and didn't get from the older guy. But when we hit the field, we were gonna compete. You know, I wasn't gonna just easily turn the job over, but I wanted to help him. I mean, we were gonna push each other. I thought that made both of us better players as well.
All right, so we're pulling up and picking up your son.
We're picking up my son.
It's basketball practice.
It's basketball practice. You ready to rock and roll? All right, jump in.
We've never had a guest join us for errands. This is a first.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me to, or assisting me on this errand.
So when you were at Curtis's games, how was Dad, Deuce McAllister?
For me, I have to get where they can see me and hear me. And it's not necessarily to say what the coach isn't doing or what, they should have did this move or this play. I like to tell them, hey, look, you got to play better than that. You got to hustle, but he'll tell you, whatever those words are, it's going to be loud and it's going to be direct.
Is that true, Curtis?
Directly to him.
Yeah? So he's not a quiet dad at practice or games?
In practice, he is kind of.
Yeah? Kind of. So we dropped your son off. I know you like to be a hands-on dad, but you try to have the balance too.
You got to have the balance. I think the biggest thing is to be able to show him to support him.
I enjoyed meeting your son and going to basketball practice, but where are we going last? One more stop.
We are headed to Rouse's, a proud sponsor of the New Orleans Saints, where I'll be hosting my radio show with Bobby Hebert.
You're a busy broadcaster, aren't you?
Busy broadcaster, but I love it.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. Deuce, you can't control what happens in your career. Injuries are so random. But the fact that you had 2 serious knee injuries, yet you're the all-time leading rusher in Saints history. You rushed for over 6,000 yards. Do you feel if you hadn't had that, you might be in the Hall of Fame?
I wanted to get to 10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's 4,000 yards that are out there that I know I could have had. You go back and you look at just my career. Even though I was able to accomplish a lot, and me and my teammates, we had some success in doing so, it was okay. It wasn't the Hall of Fame. And look, I'm thankful for the ones that I am in, but if I don't get hurt those 2 years, and really my rookie year, I mean, I only had 16 carries.
Exactly.
There's 3 years that kind of were wasted. Yeah, you go back and you think, man, what if? What if? Because there's no doubt in my mind, if I'm healthy and if I even got to play as a rookie, I would have went north of 1,000 yards. And my other 2 years in 05 and I guess 07, I was probably should have been north of 12 to 1,300 rushing yards.
So our last day, and we're pulling up here. You work with all kinds of personalities. Your former teammate Zach Street, but today it's the Cajun Cannon Bobby Hebert.
I have the job of corralling the Cajun Cannon today. And if anybody knows Bobby Hebert, they know that he can talk.
Yes.
And he will not hush until he gets his point across.
How long is the show today?
It is a 3-hour.
That's easy,
No, it is not.
Last stop, huh?
Last stop, man. It's been a good morning.
You got to have coffee to keep up the Cajun Cannon, right?
Hey, man, you better have a couple cups of coffee. So this is what I'll be doing for the next 3 hours.
We have a quarterback and a running back. Who takes over the conversation?
The running back. Hey, listen, Deuce can take it over. I do not want to be the guy that has to go to the break and what we got to do next. No, I want to talk. I love to talk. That's one thing I could do.
Really?
Yes. Hello.
This just in. I feel like I'm imposing a little bit. Am I interfering with your work right now?
No, you're not interfering.
Bobby, we got to work, man.
We gotta
Put your
do a
heads
show.
on.
You got to go. All right.
Thanks for errands.
Appreciate it.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
This episode of Errands brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, the world's largest tire and rubber company. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion.